Let me say something that might irritate the part of you that thinks suffering is the entry fee. Ease is a boundary. And some of y'all, me included, have been out here performing productivity like it's a personality. But if stress could talk, it would call itself purpose. And that lie has had good women exhausted and proud of it. Stay with me.
Welcome to the journey. This is the road to your real life. I've been walking my own road, learning truth I already knew. Real talk, real soul, every step's a soft life move. This is a scenic route where the heart breaks through. Life lessons, new blessings, being real, being healed, being you.
Welcome to Scenic Route. Route sisters and passengers, this is your space for grown woman growth, the kind that keeps your edge and protects your peace. We're talking boundaries, reinvention, healing, identity, and evolving out loud without performing for anybody. So go ahead, get in. We're taking the scenic route.
Yeah, welcome to the scenic route.
All right. Now that we're in the car, light a candle or some incense. Pour whatever you got, tea, water, a little something. No judgment. Grab your blanket and get comfortable because we're taking a road trip and I want you relaxed when the truth shows up. March is ease. Nothing powerful is rushed, and I don't rush my healing. Say that again. Nothing powerful is rushed. Because the old me used to sprint through life like somebody was timing me. Dear me, and dear you, the version of us that thought rest had to be earned, I forgive you. You were trained. You were praised for handling everything. You were rewarded for being the reliable one, the strong one, the one who never needs anything. But baby, that training came with a price. It turned ease into something we felt guilty for. It made us believe if we weren't exhausted, we aren't doing enough. And we've been calling that work ethic, when really it's been a fear response. So today, we're going to do 4 things. Name the difference between ease and avoidance. Talk about performative productivity at work and in family. Let your nervous system finally get a vote. Build structure that supports softness, because ease is not chaos. I also want to tell you about something I created called the Intentional Pause. It's a digital journal designed for the moments when you know something is shifting, but you're not ready to rush clarity. There are no steps to follow, no goals to complete, just thoughtful prompts, gentle grounding lines, and a space to reflect without pressure. If you've been feeling the urge to start over, this journal is an alternative, a place to pause, to stay. You can find it linked in the show notes. Let's shift gears. Here's what I had to learn. Sometimes the reason you can't rest is not because you don't have time. It's because your body doesn't feel safe when you stop moving. Some of us, when the noise gets quiet, our minds get loud. And the quiet starts asking questions like, are you doing enough? Are you behind? Are you failing? Do they still approve of you? And that's when we pick up a task. Not because it needs doing, but because we need the anxiety to shut up. And listen, if that's you, you're not broken. your condition. Your hustle might not be ambition. It might be a coping skill. Let me tell you where this shows up for me. Work will praise you for being the one who always comes through. Family will praise you for being the strong one who always figures it out. And that sounds cute until you realize you're being promoted to a position you never applied for. Emotional manager, logistics manager, peacekeeper, fixer. And then on top of that, you got your own goals. Your content, your business, your self-care. And the moment you go to show up, here comes that perfection paralysis. That voice that says, if you can't do it perfectly, don't do it at all. If you don't feel confident, wait. If you're not in the mood, postpone. If you're not your best self, don't show up. But I've been practicing something different. Consistency. Showing up anyway. Not because I feel fearless, but because showing up is what conquers the dread, the fear, the self-defeated feeling. Repeat after me. Showing up is what conquers the feeling. Feelings will tell you you're unworthy at 8 a.m. and have you proud of yourself by 8:30. And let's talk about people real quick. Some folks are so used to you being the always person that the moment you take a breath, they act like you committed a crime. Like, how are you tired? From what? Baby, from being the unpaid assistant to everybody's comfort. Ease isn't laziness. Ease is self-respect with structure. Here's the pattern. In work culture and in family systems, there's an unspoken belief that the person with the most capacity should carry the most weight. But capacity is not consent. Being capable does not mean I'm available, and being strong does not mean I'm responsible for everything. Repeat after me. Capacity is not consent. Now let's separate ease from avoidance, because I know somebody is listening thinking, okay, but if I choose ease, am I just being lazy or am I avoiding my responsibilities? No. Ease is when you do what needs to be done without self-abandoning. Avoidance is when you don't do what needs to be done and then you pay it later with chaos. Ease says, I'm going to do this, but I'm not going to destroy myself doing it. Avoidance says, I'm going to pretend it's not there and then panic when it grows teeth. So ease requires honesty and ease requires boundaries. Performative productivity is when you do tasks for proof. Proof that you're valuable, proof that you're needed, proof that you're not failing. And you can feel it because it doesn't even feel good when you finish. It feels like relief, not satisfaction. If you're doing it for relief, you're not working, you're self-soothing. And the thing about stress, it's petty. Stress will have you calling a crisis a busy week. It'll have you acting like burnout is just adulting. Girl, no, that's not adulting. That's you being held hostage by expectations. All right. Here's your move differently plan for ease. Tool number 1, the nervous system vote. Before you say yes to anything, ask, what does my nervous system think about this? If your stomach tightens and your chest gets heavy, if your brain starts racing, that's not being dramatic. That's data. Repeat after me. My nervous system gets a vote. Tool number 2, ease with integrity rules. Ease with integrity for me looks like no overcommitting, no giving unsolicited advice, and no managing other people's emotions, as well as no fixing what adults can fix and no explaining myself into exhaustion. And listen, some people are going to miss the old you, the you who did too much, But that doesn't mean the old you was healthy. Tool number 3, the boundary scripts. Here are 3 scripts. That doesn't work for me anymore. I'm keeping my schedule light on purpose. And I can't take that on. My plate is full. And no, you don't have to add a paragraph because ease is saying it once. I want to pause for a second. I created a free newsletter called Checkpoints as a companion to the podcast. It's meant to be a place where you can slow down, reflect honestly, and check in with yourself without pressure to fix or rush anything. Each issue includes reflective notes and prompts that help you sit with what this episode has opened up for you and notice where you are in this season of your life. Tool number 4, consistency over intensity. This is how you beat perfection paralysis. Your new measure is not, did I do it perfectly? It's, did I show up? Because consistency builds confidence, and confidence reduces dread. And reduced dread makes showing up easier. You're not lazy. You're learning safety. Let's do an internal calibration exercise. I need you to unclench your jaw, drop your shoulders, and breathe in for 4. Hold it for 2, and exhale for 6. Now, tell yourself, nothing powerful is rushed. I don't rush my healing. Ease is my boundary. Ease is chosen, not granted. Structure creates spaciousness. Consistency beats intensity. Here's your assignment. Pick one thing this week you usually say yes to out of guilt, and practice saying no once. No performance, no apology tour, just ease.
Yeah, welcome to the scenic group.